Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole Sylvester, and some of you have been here for years, and you'll know and remember that I've never posted something like this. And for some of you, this is the first time you're coming across my channel. Maybe someone shared this video with you, maybe it came into your algorithm. This is something new for me because I'm in a season of asking a lot of questions, following internal guidance, and doing things in a new way. So, one of the desires that's been coming up for me is to share and connect in a different way. And I've been feeling through that. And one of the things that keeps coming up for me is being here with you like this, in this more intimate way of sitting down, feeling like we have this one on one time. Whereas in the past, my team would take clips from trainings that I did over the years, or workshops that I was hosting, or some of my live events, or client testimonials, and we were just putting those things here. And that was all fine and well. And it worked. And it got a lot of you here connected with me. There's a few meditations that are there. But we're in a new time. I'm becoming a new version of me, and I'm sure that you are becoming a new version of you. And this channel is going to be dedicated to the woman that we're becoming and really tuning into the things that are emerging, into wisdom, into questions that really change your life, things that help you get honest with yourself, things that give you permission to be more you. It's funny that we have to really talk about being more yourself because we've been conditioned to do everything but that. And we're in a season where social media has so much copying and repetition, and there's AI characters now where I'm just craving more connection and realness. And that's part of the reason why you see, like, I haven't dyed my hair, which I may, but I'm in this place of like, what do I want to do? How do I want to be? What feels most true? What do I enjoy most? And maybe you're in a season of questioning that too. So let's get back into it. My name is Nicole Sylvester, and I am a spiritual teacher. I'm an integrative coach. And essentially, I've been working with women for almost 12 years. October 1st of this year, 2026, will be my 12-year business anniversary. I've been working with women in all sorts of ways, so many online programs, so many workshops, live events, small events, big events at hotel ballrooms, retreats all over the world. In fact, we have one coming up in November with a few spaces left. So if you want to go there with us, I would love to have you. That information will be down below. But what I love to do is work with women and help them come home to themselves because I know the pain of feeling like you're far away from yourself, from feeling like the noise of your mind is just too loud and you're doubting, the noise in your energy and your body. You just feel anxious, or you feel overwhelmed, or maybe you feel angry, or maybe you feel jealous, or maybe you feel just cranky, or maybe you feel like the good in your life feels far off. I felt all those things and so much more, but the depths of which I felt that pain and that intensity and suffering and crappiness is the same reason that gets me to sit down and do this video, even though it feels a little bit uncomfortable for me. And we're going to talk about that. I even made notes so that I could to like really drop in with you and make sure I don't miss any of these points on this first video of this channel that I'm creating or that I'm refining, right? This knowing that I have of what it is to be a human helps me bring forth these spiritual teachings and really grounded spiritual principles. This isn't a place where we go into like a lot of the esoteric spiritual world, which is that's all fine and good. Here we do a lot of the really grounded, straightforward, like human in the heart, connectedness. That's the kind of work we do here. It's very rooted in unconditional love with yourself, remembering who you really are, forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, which we're going to talk about that. It doesn't mean that you are just letting people walk all over you or that you are having those relationships, but it means that you're getting free inside so that you have more space for the good that you're here to experience in your life and the good that you are, because you are a freaking good human being. You are a good person. There's so much good that wants to come through you. And this is a channel that's dedicated to that, to the unfolding, to the remembrance, to the having of that. So let's talk about this for a moment. My little notes of what I made here. First, I want to let you know that this was not easy. Sitting down with you, I have thought about this for a while now. I even had a dream about it a couple weeks ago. And I am comfortable on camera to a degree, but I was feeling self conscious. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I should just wait to decide if I'm going to dye my hair or not, because I almost dyed my hair like 3 times and I just didn't feel like it. I actually had some baby hairs that were growing in, and I was liking that. And I was like, you know what? These baby hairs are growing in because I'm not dyeing my hair. But at the same time, I'll be honest with you, I'm not really feeling a whole white streak in the front of my hair. I wouldn't really feel a blonde streak or a light brown streak or a pink or blue streak. It just wouldn't be my thing. But my natural patterning of hair color is growing this way. And I'm just like, do I want to let it go or not? And there's a rebel within me that is just tired of all of the AI photos and all of the perfection online, that I think that there's something very authentic about it. So yeah, but at the same time, I'm just giving myself permission to be like, what do we want to do? But when I thought about making this video and being consistent with you and connecting here with you, I was like, well, maybe I should wait to see if I'm going to diet and then start then. But I told myself to get over that. I also thought, well, maybe I should wait. Maybe I should go get a blowout and then come here and do that. Maybe I should go get new makeup because then I can come here and do that. Maybe I should wait till I fully decorate my house, because the thing is, we just moved and things are just placed places right now. I even have that luggage over there that did not get fully put away and put into my closet. But you know what? I thought about maybe I should move it and put something prettier there, but I was like, no. Like, I am just going to create this, me being me meeting you this way. Like, you're one of my best friends, and I'm just catching up with you because I've been wanting to, and I don't want nonsense to get in the way of it. I thought, well, I'm going to sit down and do that, because only then does this become easy. Only then does this become like I don't have to perform. I can just be myself. So if my hair is gray and I keep it that way, or next week I come back with totally dyed hair, or maybe I chop my hair off into a bob next week, because that's also something I'm considering. It doesn't matter, because guess what? I'm going to be me and you're going to be you, and we're going to be here connecting. Let me know down in the comments if something like that feels really light for you. If you're a creator, just giving yourself permission to just do the damn thing. Like, no big deal. Because let's be real, this plant is going to probably go on the floor. But right now it's here. So we have these voices that show up to try to keep us safe, to try to keep us in the land of familiar. But it's up to each and every one of us to say, I'm not going to let that get in the way. I remember when I was first coming into making these videos 12 years ago, I was much younger. I was like a little spring chicken in all of this. I had a lot of energy for a lot of things. And I also had a lot of self conscious things coming up at the time. I really wanted to get my teeth done. I was like, I really need my teeth done. There was a lot going on there. And I just decided then, rather than to be mean to myself, that I just need to get my message out. And I need to just do the video. And if I decide, and if I'm able financially to go do that later, then I will. And I was. But it was years of me showing up and just saying, like, I'm going to love myself as I am. I'm just going to be here and just accept myself as I am. And that helped me along the path of creating everything that I created, because I was not perfect. I definitely don't come from a perfect, I definitely did come from a far from perfect background. And there's a lot of things that have felt messy in my life. And what I gave myself permission was to be a little messy, to be a little imperfect, and to be a little human, or a lot of human. So I want to share that with you, because I know that some of you are creating something. I know that there's something that you want to create. And I myself was on ChatGPT talking to it, giving it photos of my office area and saying, show me a podcast studio, make it look like this. And there was all of this perfection, but that was just stuff I had to build. I had to have someone come install shelves. And I was just like, F that. So here we are. So, anyway, I'm also feeling into what's next for me. I feel like I'm in a big transition. A year ago, even 2 years ago, I was like, what am I doing? Like, what is my calling now? I was in a space of questioning it. I was questioning where I belong in all of this. I didn't really see myself in the coaching community, and we'll talk more about that in a separate episode. I didn't see myself as a spiritual teacher because some of the stuff I was seeing there just wasn't feeling resonant. So I had a question. I feel like every one of my elders that I look up to and that I enjoy their wisdom have gone through a season of great questioning. Like, this is just part of it where you go deeper into why am I doing this and what is this about and who am I. So if you're in a season of that, all is well. Trust it, stay in it, get curious, and stay open. But what I learned was my lane. And it's still revealing, but my lane is that yes, I am a spiritual teacher. And yes, I am a coach, because a coach does something very important and we move people forward. But there's so many different styles of coaching. There's so many different styles. So, like, that's a whole different topic, and we'll get into that in another episode. But what I want to say is, I found my lane, and my lane is just such a human one. It's such a straightforward one. It's like us sitting down and having coffee together, but I'm going to be that friend that brings the truth. I'm going to be that friend that holds the light. I'm going to be that friend that holds the mirror. And I'm going to be that friend that calls you higher, because we deserve that in this lifetime. So for me, I want it to feel like that. I want it to feel like that. And that's what this channel, and this is what my intention is, to meet here with that kind of space. So I'm still feeling into how I want to bring it forward. I mean, I used to do things like 3-day challenges and 5-day events like Miracle Week. And then I would sell money miracles at the end. And I did all these things and I made a ton of money, and it was fun when it was fun. But right now, that's not what resonates as truth. And it could, next week, I could wake up and say, I want to have this 5-day thing. And I, I'm okay with it. But right now, I'm simply being guided in a new way. And one of the ways is just for me to come here and share in this space. So this is part of it. So I'm still in a questioning. I'm still in a curiosity. I'm open, and I want spirit to lead me. And it is leading me. Um, but I'm still very much in the questioning of that. And I share that with you because I want to remind you that if you find yourself in that space where the old way of doing things, your old business model, your old way of expressing and sharing doesn't feel resonant anymore, it just feels kind of awkward or out of place or just not as juicy and exciting, that's okay. Like, that is evolution. So give yourself the permission to just let go and to get curious about that. And our spiritual connection is really important in that space and in that time, so that we're not trying to forge our way forward ourselves, but we're making space for something greater to come through us, a way that's never been done our way, right? It's something beautiful that we're co-creating and participating with the divine in. So what else is on this list? Oh, okay. Well, I will say this. I have been also feeling into, where does my message want to go? Like, lately, I've had a lot of things I want to share. But when I go on Instagram, it's like, it's just not feeling like the place. And I can't explain it. One of the things is, on Instagram, it's crazy. I have 16,000 followers, but I don't feel like my things are going as far. And one of the things was that in my own dark night of the soul, where I was questioning everything, I was like, this buying of a blue check on Instagram to show that I'm important. A part of me, that little rebel in me, was just like, this is annoying. I don't want to play that game. And I really think that it's messed up my algorithm on there. But yeah, I'll probably buy it again. Who knows? But I will say this, that was one of the things that I was just like, and I started to feel differently about how I was showing up on Instagram. I was just like, how do I want to do it? Like, I want to share more depth. I want to share more, like, things that I don't want to share there, that just go by in a blip and live there only for a few days, unless someone wants to go on a deep dive kind of scroll on me. And that's the same thing with TikTok. It moves so fast for me. I am a depth person, so I'm a long form content kind of gal. Like, I would love to write another book, or I have tried also Substack. How many of you are on Substack? In fact, I'm curious for all of you here and you right here that I'm talking to, where do you love to hang out? Like for me, I love listening to podcasts and I listen to YouTubes. I go onto social media, but I'm not really, I feel like it's more of an entertainment than it is a place that I'm really dropping in with something of value. I don't know if any of you feel that too, but that's what I've come to the conclusion of. So I have my podcast, but the podcast is missing me feeling who's on the other side. So at least here, if you leave a comment, I see you. You can comment, which by the way, leave a comment so I see who's here because I want to connect with you. If you leave a comment, I see that you're here. If you're sharing something, I can read that. On the podcast, it's very much feeling like a one-way street. So I've been feeling into how do I want to do the podcast. For any of you that are here listening, go over and check out the podcast Miracle Minded. I'll put the link down below because there's a lot of things that I've shared on there, a lot of transmissions and just feelings and things. But I've been feeling into how do I want to utilize that space. So this again, this this YouTube channel is something that feels really good right now for me. And I want to invite all of you that might be feeling like I don't like going on social media, or I don't really want to share there. Well, what do you want to do? I think that's an important question to ask. My Starbucks from earlier. It's like 104 degrees out here, and this thing melted. It was a cold, what is it, iced coffee with a side of salted caramel cold foam. I like to do that so I can control how much sweetness I go in there. And yeah, it's been my thing during these really hot days. But anyway, it's completely melted and looks like a mess right now. But I'm still sipping on it. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, deciding and asking what feels good. So many people want to complain about what doesn't feel good. But that's great data for us because then if that doesn't feel good, there must be something else that does. So stay curious about what feels good. And it might not show up immediately, but I did see this woman, and I can't remember her name, but I would love to shout her out right now. But she did a podcast, or she did a YouTube. She did a YouTube, and here's what she talked about. So you could even Google it, how I accidentally started doing YouTube full time. And I was inspired by her because she literally didn't look like she had any makeup on. She was wearing a sweatshirt. She didn't have all these crazy graphics. She didn't have all this crazy editing. She didn't have a really fancy studio, but she was just sharing about how she got started. And I was like, I need to just start. Like, why am I complicating this? It's like, come on, Nicole, you've been doing this. You've built a $2 million business from scratch. Like, you've done some things, like, you can do this. So now I'm doing it. But that's the kind of thing that it takes. We get these things on our path that are like, hey, get out there and do the damn thing. Hey, do something new, do something familiar. And so, or unfamiliar, I should say. Okay, so let me just get back into this with you. And this is like one of my final thoughts that I have here on this particular episode. First, I want to say if you haven't already, subscribe. Hit subscribe. Stay in tune with this. It really matters to me and it matters for the channel. And I would love to have you here, part of this community. Um, Also, like it, share it, leave a comment. All those things help keep this little baby going. So if you haven't already done that, it really does matter. And I want to hear from you. Like I truly, genuinely do. And finally, let's get into this intention again. I just want to reiterate it. My intention for this is to bring you wisdom from my lived wisdom, things that I might hear, things that might catch my attention that have really stuck with me, that are moving something internally for me. I want to bring that to you here. I also want to share more intimate kind of experiences, stories, feelings that have felt like failure, losses, places and times where I felt like, damn, that really, really dropped the ball on that one. Things like that that really have helped me grow and evolve and see life differently. And have also helped me come back into deeper love with myself giving myself more grace, giving myself more compassion. I want to share those things here with you. I learn more from a human that is sharing their journey than someone that is a polished expert. I always have, I've always appreciated it. If you've not read my book, do I have my book here? I do. I do. This is my memoir, Oh Shift. It is a pretty raw book. Like, honestly, I wouldn't write this book right now. I would not write this book right now. Like, the version of me that wrote this book, she really went in. But I was actually inspired by other authors, some of my favorite authors at the time. I really loved Glennon Doyle. Her books are really raw. Like, I feel like she just holds nothing back. I feel like you're just getting the truth, right? Like when you listen to her books and read her books, like her book Love Warrior, it really spoke to me. Elizabeth Gilbert, she writes really raw books. I love that stuff. So for me, this book is that. It's it's a lot. It's raw. And people have really loved reading it. If you've read this book and you enjoyed it, share it in the comments, something about it, just to let somebody else know it's worth reading. There's a lot of books that aren't worth reading sometimes. Like, you get it and you don't finish it, but I feel like this one is. You also may hear the landscapers out there, but we're going to keep going anyway because this is part of that imperfect and unpolished thing that we're doing together here. So, why did I bring that up about the book? Oh, because I have learned from other people's humanness. So I'm going to share that with you, but I'm also going to share tools, tips, practices. I'll probably bring some meditations here, techniques that can help you be more free. The noise of the world actually contracts our body and it restricts us, and it's harder for us to access our divine self. We have territory of ourself. I call it access points, and I'll do an episode on that perhaps. But when we are relaxed and when we feel like we are innocent and when we recognize that there's no one ever going to be like us and this is our life and it's precious and we better live the damn thing fully, we show up differently. But when you feel like so much has gone wrong and so many things have been hard, and what's the point anyway, and you have all this debt, or you're only making that much money, or this person's on your nerves, or look at what's happening with the economy, or look at what's going on in the world, sometimes it can feel contracted and you can't access those parts of you. I want to help you access more of you. And not only more of you, but more of your light, more of your innocence, and more of your divinity. That is my promise to you here. So I'm going to share things like that with you here. And I want to help you be more yourself. So if that feels good to you and that calls to you, say it in the comments, leave a little heart, something. I want to know what resonates with you, but that is my truth. And that's what's leading me and guiding me here to be with you. So I'm going to leave it there for now. There's some things on this page that may or may not stay. So you can go check them out. Different versions of me, but at the heart and soul and at the core, it was still me. It's just a different time, a different version. I've matured, I've grown, and life, spirit is asking me to show up and do different things to help you in different ways. And that's all that is. So I'm grateful for every version of myself, but we're evolving. We're evolving. So let me know how you're evolving in the comments. What's changing for you? Are you in transition? Is something changing? Do you feel that there's a little inkling that things are going to be different for you? I want to hear what that's like for you. Put it in the comments. Let someone else know. And if you'd like for me to share things like meditations or breathing sequences, practices that can help you feel more peaceful, feel more prosperous, which, by the way, my feeling of prosperity lately has been more and more to do with peace. And we're definitely going to talk about that in a future episode. So let me know. Let me know what you would like to hear, see, and feel in this episodes that are coming ahead. And I just want to thank you for being here. The podcast link is below. The retreat, it is happening in Mexico. We're sleeping in gorgeous Ecolux tree houses right where the jungle meets the ocean. We did the retreat there last year, and it was phenomenal. That's why I'm hosting one more there, just one more, because I have some other things that would probably be brewing for 2027 or possibly 2028. But all of that is below. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for loving yourself so much too, that you are asking questions, staying curious, and staying open, because the more humans that stay conscious, awake, and aware, and that are forgiving and loving and in their power, and not in their like power because they have to prove something, but in their power because they know what they're made of. That's something that we all need right now. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the future on the next episode. Bye for now.